Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mike from M&R Automotive. Today we have a Bronco Raptor and we're installing a 40-inch Pro Series curved light bar. Let's go ahead and install the M&R bracket. So we're going to use the outside bolts. These are the ones that we're going to take out, and we're going to thread the same bolt through the M&R bracket and reinstall it. So I'm going to ratchet. They usually come out fairly easy. You just have to get 1 or 2 spins with a ratchet tool. And it's a TP40 Torx pattern, TP40. There it goes. These are the M&R brackets that you're going to get with a kit. You do get a driver's side and a passenger. The top holes are for the bolts that we just taken out, and these are the tabs that are going to hold the light bar in place. Take a note at the orientation that the tab is on the outside of the bolts. We're going to grab a driver's side bracket. We're going to feed the bolt through it, and we're going to reinstall it. When you align the bracket, just make sure that it's facing forward, that it's nice and straight, and then we can go ahead and do the last torque down with the TP40 bit. Now let's do the same thing on the passenger side. Notice that the flap is on the outside of the bracket, and we're going to go ahead and thread this in. And after we aligned it straight, we tighten it down. So let's go ahead and mount the light bar. I'm going to align it, and I'm going to use a supplied hardware. There's 2 bolts on each side of the light bar that gets threaded through the mount. And now we can use our Allen keys to do the final tie downs. Looks really nice and flows with the bumper. Doesn't protrude outward, has a nice curved design. Amazing product. So now let's talk about the wiring. The light bar, because it is dual function, it does have 2 power wires. So ultimately we'll need 2 power switches. You can connect them directly to your auxiliary switches from the Bronco, or if your Bronco is not equipped with auxiliary switches, you can purchase the M&R wireless wiring harness to provide power to the 2 wires. You get the red wire, which is power to the powerful white light. You get the white wire, which is the power for the DRL, and you get a black wire, which is the ground. Let's go ahead and get it wired up to the auxiliary switches. So in order to do that, we have to route the wire into the driver far end of the engine bay. I'm going to go ahead and get the wire behind the grill, through the fender, take it up, and meet you guys over there. There is an opening here right outside this rubber grommet that I can feed the wire. And then what we're going to do, like I'm actually fishing it out, to have it come out inside the fender. After we get it inside the fender, I'm going to take it up the fender to get it into the engine bay to connect it to the auxiliaries. Alright, now I'm going to take this wire and feed it up the fender so that way I can pull it out and top. Needle nose pliers help in order to pull the wire through. Once you grab it, you can pull it up. Alright, now that we have the wires next to the auxiliary switches, each auxiliary switch is a different wire color. So the ones we're going to use today for the light bar, we're going to use switch number 2, which is going to be the green wire. There's a green wire with a brown stripe. So the power to the white light is going to be the red cable. We're going to connect that to the green wire. And then for the amber DRL, that's going to be the yellow wire with an orange stripe in it, and that's going to connect to the white wire, which is the power for the DRL. So now we got the 2 power sources connected. Let's go ahead and connect a ground. We already have an eyelet on here. I'm going to use this bolt here for the ground. Disconnect it, thread it through the eyelet, and then re-tighten it. So now let's go ahead and test the wiring. So switch number 6, that's going to be our amber DRL. And then switch number 2, that's going to be the powerful white light. And it looks like everything's properly wired up. We're going to throw some zip ties, clean everything up in terms of wiring, and go for an adventure. Thank you guys for watching, and I know you're going to love the product.